Good afternoon and welcome. This is Kibera News Network, your #1 Kibera News channel. The show on air is Sisi Mtani. We are coming to you live from Uweza Foundation. This is where we tell our own stories in our own perspective, stories by us, with us, and for us. Ladies and gentlemen, today in the house we have none other than, let's put our hands together for Vallary Kenyanito. Karibu sana.
Thank you, Josh. How are you?
I'm good. How have you been?
I'm fine.
Can I call you Mheshimiwa or not yet?
No, for now, just call me Val.
Yeah, Val.
Yes, or Kenyanito.
Okay.
Yes.
Karibu sana, Val.
Asante.
Thank you for making your time to be here with us. Today we want you to share your story, your journey as Vallary Kenyanito. How far have you come from in life? It can be a long story, but summarized.
Okay. Thank you for hosting me, Josh.
Yeah.
Yes, my name is Val, Vallary Kenyanito. I am born again.
Yes.
I am a born again woman who really loves the Lord.
Yeah.
And I am married to one male husband.
Yeah.
Who gave me the name Kenyanito Dude.
Okay.
And God has blessed us with 3 wonderful children.
Wow.
Yes.
Where do you hail from?
I hail from Kisumu.
Kisumu.
Yes, a place called Kadawa.
Kadawa.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where
the place that is so rocky, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it near Seme?
No. Nyakadawa.
Oh, Nyakadawa.
Yes, it's not far from Seme. We actually share the market known as Holo.
Okay.
Market, yeah, with Seme.
So that's where you were born?
Yes, I was born in Nairobi.
Ah.
Yes.
Where in Nairobi?
Yes, I was born in Nairobi.
Yeah.
Just Nairobi or the hospital. I was born in Nairobi,
yes.
And I grew up in Eastlands.
Eastlands.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, growing up, I grew up in Eastlands. Yes.
And where does your husband come from?
He also comes from Kisumu.
Okay.
He's from Kisumu, but in a place called Nyakach.
Nyakach.
Yes.
Oh,
which is just within Kisumu.
The
County.
famous Nyakach.
Yes.
Wewe ni Nyakach.
Yes, so now I'm married in Nyakach.
Oh yeah,
so
now you're
my
married in
place
Nyakach.
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's good. So how did you find yourself in Kibra?
Wow. I've been in Kibra now for the past 15 years now, close to 16.
Yeah.
Yes. Through marriage. Yes, but even before that, my husband, of course, runs the organization Spurgeon Childcare Kenya.
Yeah, Spurgeon.
So yes, I think I came before, but simply through marriage. Because when you're married now, you become
have to move.
Part and parcel of the place where your husband is.
Yeah.
Yes, so that's how I came to Kibra.
Okay.
Yes.
How has your life been generally as you grow up to now that you are Val Kenyanito? How has your life been? Have you gone through some challenges in life? How have you overcome them? Yes.
Yes, I thank God I had I can say average life or good life. Yes, because when I say good life, it doesn't mean, when you talk of good or successful life, it doesn't mean it has to be in form of money or something like that. But of course, I've had a good life where I was able to, have the parents, and just the basic needs that any family would have. I grew up in a God-fearing family. Yeah. With very strict parents, of course, who put...
Your parents were so strict.
Very, very, very.
How did your husband manage to get you?
Those ones you're beaten even if you've not done anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember those kind of,
You were beaten for no apparent reason?
There were people sometimes joke that our parents used to beat us even if there was nothing wrong that we had done. But they were strict, and they raised me up in a godly environment.
Okay.
Yes, and very disciplined environment.
Yeah.
So I believe I'm a disciplined person, God-fearing person, just because of my family background.
Yeah.
Yes.
And how did your husband manage to get you with all that strictness?
We met, of course, we met in church.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
we met in church where, of course,
a good place to meet and to convince the parents.
Yes, we met in church. Yes, he came to, he used to come to my church for some Bible study.
Okay.
And all that. That's where I first saw him.
Okay.
Yes, the rest is history.
The rest is history.
Yes.
Wow. What is it about you that people don't know and you'd love to share? You know, people just know you as Vallary Kenyanito. What is the hidden you that people don't know about?
Yes, first is I think I am strict.
You are strict.
Yes, the outward appearance that I have, you know, the smiley face. Sometimes people say I am so, you know, I look weak. Some people say you look weak. I think maybe because of the female nature.
Yeah.
But what they don't know about me is that I'm strict and I like disciplined people.
Yeah.
I like things to be done in the right way.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm a person of integrity.
A person of her own integrity.
Yes.
And you want things to be done in the right way.
Yes.
This is something you should be proud of and let people know about you. Why are you not letting people know about that?
You know, things speak for themselves. Sometimes you don't have to blow your own trumpet.
Yeah.
Yes, but people will just when I look at you, Josh, I can be able to tell some few things about you. Yes, I don't need to go around telling people, you know, this is who I am.
Yeah.
Yes, the things will just speak for themselves.
Is that not being judgmental? First impression? You may meet some Rastafarian who is just very shaggy and all that, but in the heart or in behavior-wise, he's a very good person.
Yes, you know, you don't judge people. I'm not talking of judging, but you don't judge people by the outward appearance.
Yeah.
You look deep in the heart. Even the Bible says, you know, God does not look at the outward appearance, but he looks at the heart. Because you may actually judge someone by the outward appearance, but inwardly they are not the person that you think they are.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm just wondering how you look down in the heart just by meeting them for the first time. Anyway, let's come back to SARANG'OMBE. 2017 you vied.
Yes.
And what position did you get?
I was position 2 out of 18.
Wow.
Yes.
You really tried.
Yes.
And were you convinced by that last time?
Not really, but at the end of the day, you know, now being a party member, you just have to.
Yeah.
Yes, I said to myself, I will live to, I was not convinced, but I told myself I'll live to fight another day.
Another day?
Yes.
Why were you not convinced?
Let's not talk about that.
Is it something you want to share or
what
under the bridge?
Those are bygones and now let's look into the future.
Okay.
Yes.
Now 2022, you are back on the race again. In a big way or still the same?
I think I'm still the same, but this time in a big way because I would love to clinch the seat for SARANG'OMBE this time around.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You would love to clinch the seat for SARANG'OMBE.
Yes.
So what are you doing differently in order for you to clinch it this time around?
Just reaching out to people, walking door to door.
Yeah.
Yes, reaching out to groups.
Yeah.
You know, sharing my agenda with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there mistakes you made on 2017 that now you have worked on?
Yes, of course. Once you go through a journey, you need to sit back.
Yeah.
And a good leader sits back, and you know, you look back and you write down some few mistakes here and there.
Yeah.
And then you rectify them.
Okay.
So there are maybe some mistakes or some loopholes that I left that this time round out.
fix.
I'm trying to fix them and to fill them up.
I want to hear the mistakes. Or you don't want to wash your dirty linens in public.
Maybe I think I didn't reach out to so many people.
Okay.
Yes, because in 2017, other people started campaigning earlier.
Yeah.
2016 January, some people had started campaigning. But I started my campaigns in February.
A bit late.
Third week of February, 2017. So that was a bit late.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this time you have started right in time, in good time.
Really, in politics, I don't know whether there is good time. You know, politics keep changing.
Yeah.
Yes, 1 hour in politics can
Means
bring
a
up,
lot.
yes.
Okay. ODM is a very tough party to be in.
Yes.
How brave can you be to face off with these ODM folks?
Brave enough, and this time, this time I think yes,
Yeah.
I am brave enough to face out with the other aspirants
Yeah.
who are also vying for the same seat.
Yeah.
Yes, this is our house. You know, ODM is like our house. Actually, it's our house. And you know, in the house, sometimes there may be squabbles. You may not like your brother. You know,
Yeah.
there's someone maybe who may be favored more than you. Things like that.
But you're still a
But
family.
now, because you still remain intact as a family.
Yeah.
So I am proud of our party. Yes, and honestly, looking at other parties around, all parties or whole families have these issues.
Yeah.
There's no single family that doesn't have
Any
squabbles.
issue, yeah.
So ODM is a family. It's like a house, and it has the problems that ODM is undergoing. Other parties are also undergoing the same things.
True.
So yeah, we can't show me a perfect party.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love your passion for your party. You describe it as a family.
Yes.
And every family has a squabble
Yeah.
or something. Okay. So you are in there to stay.
I am here to stay because, I've been a member of ODM for quite some time. Actually, in 2005.
Yeah.
Back in 2005, that's when, during the time for the referendum,
Yeah.
the yes and no. Yeah.
Is that the time you started like getting into politics and loving politics? Or-
Not really. By then I was not into politics, but my late mom
Yeah.
was so much into politics.
Okay.
Yes, and she was a real defender of Baba back then.
Yeah.
So in 2005, during that referendum, she kept on saying, we need strong people to go and ensure that the votes,
Yeah.
are not stolen. Yeah, so during that time, I looked at her passion to do with politics, and I said, yeah. But apart from that, when I was a child in primary school, I used to tell my parents, one day I will be a great leader in this nation. I used to tell them that when I was in primary, because I used to admire the late Professor Wangari Maathai.
Okay.
She was very strong, and she used to fight for the rights.
Yeah, she's one of your inspirations.
Yes, yeah, back then. And I used to, every time I would watch news, I would tell my parents, when I grow up, I would really want to be like her. Strong, yes, and able to help the community just the way she did.
Brave and courageous.
Yes.
Oh, who is your inspiration now? Or you don't have one? Politically?
Politically? Politically,
yeah.
There are so many.
Mention one or two.
I love the way I love the way Baba plays his politics. Yeah?
Okay.
Yes, and apart from that, also other women. We have stronger women out there.
Yeah.
Honorable Ngilu, there's Honorable Ngilu.
Martha Karua.
Yeah, Martha Karua is also tough.
I don't want to put words into your mouth.
And we have strong women out there that I really look up to. Gladys Wanga, Honorable Gladys Wanga.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, and many others. Yes, actually, when you see ladies out there into politics, they become an inspiration.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I saw you with Ngilu the other day. What What was the function about? Sometimes back.
Oh, that was back, I think, was it 2018?
Yeah.
Or 2019, I think so.
Yeah.
We had gone for a function. I was invited for a function in Homa Bay.
Homa Bay.
Yes.
What was the function about?
Honorable Gladys Wanga, about girls.
Empowering.
The girls empowering the girls in Homa Bay.
Ah.
Yes, there was a program for them, and I was invited.
Okay.
Yes, that's when we were with them.
Wow.
Yes.
So, being a woman in politics, and for that matter, ODM, what are some of the challenges that you have to go through? Yeah. Is it an easy thing as a woman?
Not really, not really, because the playing field is not leveled. Yes, the playing field is not leveled, but we hope it will someday. There are a lot of challenges that women go through in politics.
Yeah.
Yes. Number one is the financial issues, where you find that, of course, men tend to have financial muscles more than the women. And then apart from that, of course, violence. Women fear violence.
Yeah.
So sometimes our male counterparts, they look down on us and say the only way that we can scare these women is by causing violence or issuing threats.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes women end up being beaten, you know, or being threatened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are some of the challenges that women go through. It's not really easy for women in politics. Yes, but I know one day we will be there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there any particular time that you felt like this is too much? I feel like quitting?
Yes, of course, there are times I felt like politics is really tough.
Yeah.
But you know, when you have a vision, you soldier on ahead. Of course, 2017, I found it so rough, of course, sometimes getting threats from the male aspirants, but that did not deter me from moving on. I told myself, you know, when you have the vision, it doesn't matter what people will say about you, it doesn't matter what the threats that you would encounter, but my eyes were actually fixed on the ball, and that was the vision that I had for SARANG'OMBE.
Eyes on the ball.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And how is your family? I mean, do they support you to be in this politics? I mean, your parents, your husband, and all that. How is it for them? Are they okay with you getting deeply into politics?
Yes, the parents are fine. They are okay. Actually, my late mom was, she died immediately after. During the times I was campaigning in 2017, she was down with illness. So after the nominations, she passed on. She was my real inspiration because of the way she loved politics. And so my parents are inspiration. Yes.
Your dad still there?
Yes, my dad is around.
Okay.
Yes, he also inspires me.
Okay.
Then apart from that, now my main family now, because you know, now I moved, now I started my own family.
Now your main
family. Yes, my family, they're fine with it. Yes, because my husband supports me.
Okay.
Because even him himself, he loves good leadership. Yeah. And is actually out there to help people and to put smiles on people's faces. Okay. And so when I told him about politics, yes, he has embraced it and is supporting me and praying for me and cheering me on. Wow. Because he knows that I have what it takes to put smiles on people's faces and to do great things for the people of SARANG'OMBE. Yeah. Yes.
Big up, Mr. Kenyanito, for supporting this wonderful woman in her journey. Did your mom's death affect your campaigns in 2017? Because you said after nomination, or was it after nomination?
Yes. What people didn't know in 2017, people say that I came out so strong. Yeah. But honestly, inside me, I was slowly dying because I had a very sick mother. And every time, sometimes I would go down to talk to people, for example, in Katwekera. Yeah. And, you know, I would receive call that, you know, your mom has been hospitalized again. We need this amount of money. So, you know, you are there campaigning. People are expecting you to give them something.
Yeah.
How are you living as after this? But you know, at the moment, at the back of my mind, I knew there was also an issue. Yeah, but I thank God that God gave me the strength. It was not easy.
Yeah.
And I remember after the nominations, I told myself, no, I need now to go to my mom and just take care of her, because I'd spent most of my time campaigning and not spending time with her.
Yeah.
Yes, but it was actually affecting me. If you saw me in 2017 and now, I think I've changed even body-wise. I was very tiny. Yes, and very small. It was simply because of
some stress inside you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you overcame it. Thank you, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Vallary Kenyanito herself telling us her own stories in her own perspective and the journey she has gone through. If you have any comments or any questions, please don't forget to type it in our YouTube section and we'll be able to read it now. You can also get us through WhatsApp 0794 590404 and we will be able to ask Vallary some of these questions. Now, SARANG'OMBE people, what do you have in store for them? Should you get elected as the MC of SARANG'OMBE, what is your agenda like?
Okay.
Yeah.
First and foremost, the reason why I'm vying in SARANG'OMBE is because I've realized that there is a gap that needs to be filled.
Okay.
And I've also realized that people are really crying out for change. People are yearning for change in SARANG'OMBE.
Yeah.
And they actually change that they can actually resonate with. And since I also live in SARANG'OMBE, I know the challenges that they pass through. And I want to be the voice for the voiceless.
The voice for the voiceless.
Yes.
Okay.
In SARANG'OMBE.
Yeah.
Yes. So that at least I can stand on their behalf and ensure that they have the great leadership full of integrity, you know, leadership that you can follow, because we know for you to be a good leader, then you must lead by example.
True.
Yes. So my agenda for SARANG'OMBE, of course, is when they vote Vallary Achieng, they are voting for quality education. Quality education. Quality education, looking at our children in SARANG'OMBE. We know foundation is key. Yeah. And we don't have any ECD center in SARANG'OMBE. I would really love that would have one in SARANG'OMBE, so that we can have our babies, you know, as they start school, they start in a good place, you know, with the right foundation, so that they can actually proceed to the higher levels having found good foundation. Apart from that, we need to ensure that children, you know, the children that we have go to school. Many children sometimes, especially as they go to high school, they remain at home because of lack of fees. You will find total orphans remaining at home because there's no money for them to go to school. Yeah. I would really want to ensure that our children go to school by them, of course, getting monies, and that is through bursary. And apart from that, I know when I become honorable, the MCA for SARANG'OMBE, I will be able to connect with other organizations and other people and other companies that can be able to help other children, of course, those who are totally orphaned and those who are disadvantaged, so that they can go to school. Yes. You realize that we only have 2 primary schools in SARANG'OMBE. They are not enough. You know, the population is big. Yeah. So quality education, as they vote for me, they vote for quality education for the women. Yeah. I'm planning to empower our women. Actually, some of these things, we have done them, and through Spurgeon Childcare Kenya, we've done this. We've empowered children to go to school. Yeah. Yes, there are children that we've paid their fees to date. Actually, there's a girl that we've worked with, my namesake. She's also Vallary. Called Vallary, and she's the first engineer there, you know. All the way from primary, we've worked with her all the way to the university.
Oh,
Now she's an engineer, you know. Those are success stories that we can talk of.
Wow.
So when I am talking of going out there to lead the people of SARANG'OMBE, I am not talking about things that I have not done.
Yeah.
There are things that are already there, and we've seen the fruits. Yes, women empowerment, we need to empower our women.
Yeah.
Of course, not all of them would be employed. Most of the women in SARANG'OMBE do small-scale businesses. Yeah. And apart from that, some of them are housewives and they really yearn to do something. I am looking forward to empower them so that they can have, be able to get businesses for those who don't have, so that they can do. And that can only happen through when we have a circle that can help them to have low interest. Yeah, get money that is of low interest that can enable them to start up their business and to pay back, because the loans that we get on phone, they have very high interest. Yeah. And the women cannot afford. The youths also plan to empower the youths. You realize that an idle mind is a devil's workshop. Okay. Most of our youths are idle, and it's not because they don't have, some of them are learned, some of them are talented, some of them are, you know, they can do jobs. Yeah. And I don't want to lie to them that I will
give them jobs.
Give all of them jobs. Yeah. Yes, when jobs come, they are for people for SARANG'OMBE. They are not supposed to be taken to Kisumu County. They will be for people for SARANG'OMBE, I promise that. But those who will not get jobs, I only say they should just give me the honorable name. Then I will ensure that I will network for them. Walking to these companies, you know, asking them, when you're employing people, kindly give me 5 chances, you know. If you do that in several of these companies, those are jobs that will give back to the people of SARANG'OMBE.
Is that something you can't do now?
We can. We've done it. We've done it. Like right now in SARANG'OMBE, we have around 30 plus that are working in these cleaning companies. Yes, and they're earning good money there. So I'm telling you, Josh, it's not things that we've done. It's actually things that are already moving. The only thing I want is, if I become the MCA, you see now we are able to help like maybe 20, 30 people. Yeah. But I know with that name, it will open for me doors that would be able to help more children and more people in the society. Wow. Yes.
Quality education, women empowerment, youth empowerment.
And not forgetting people living with disability. Yes, they are there. No one thinks of them.
Is this some area you've also offered some help already?
Yes, but few. Yes, few, very few that we've worked with, but they're there in SARANG'OMBE. And I would really like also, as we empower the women, as we empower the youth, they should also be empowered because they're part and parcel of our community, and disability is not inability. I'm thinking in terms of sports, talent and culture. Yeah. Yes, I've never seen any cultural day happening. Yeah. I'm thinking one time I will, once I become the MCA, we can organize for a cultural day so that people can sample, you know, the different cultures that we have. And apart from that, ensure that our youths, you know, they have talents. There are those who are artists. There are those who are very good in dancing. Some are very good in playing football. Yeah. Actually, I love playing football so much. I was a good football player back in the days. And so every time I see that kind of talent being wasted, I'm thinking of when I become the MCA, I would love to see at least a 7-a-side football, football pitch in SARANG'OMBE. Okay. Yes, so that at least we can have our people there and we can look for scouts to come and scout them because they have talents. Yes. Wow.
So a lot of these things you want to do are things you are already doing. It's not like you are going to start afresh. Is there any new things that you also envision, like should you get elected as the MCA SARANG'OMBE? These are things I've been doing already, but this is outside what I've been doing. Or you just want to stick to your lane and continue with what you've been doing?
No, there is more. There is more to be done. Yeah. As I told you earlier, right now, you know, we are helping like few people. And when you come to SARANG'OMBE, you will realize that people are yearning for good leadership. That is what is lacking. Leadership that is full of integrity, leadership that can bring change to the people of Sarang'ombe, and that is change that at least they can feel, change that they can be part of, change that they can even point and say these are the things, because currently you realize that most of these things are missing. They are looking for a leader that they can actually, that can be part of them, that can walk with them. Yes, those are things that are missing, and I know once I become the MC of Sarang'ombe, there is more to be done. Yes, even in terms of the small-scale businesses, you know, ensuring that people will be able to get those things, and looking at the infrastructure, for example. We talk about wash. There's lack of water in Kibra, not just Sarang'ombe alone, and those are the kind of problems we'd like to see. How can we enable the people of Sarang'ombe to get water on the days that the water is not there, and clean water, for example, because most of those pipes sometimes they burst and dirty water gets into them. Yes.
So you want to work on the quality of water?
Apart from that, just to ensure that our people also have that rare commodity.
Okay.
Yes.
The accessibility, availability, and the quality. Oh, that's good. Do you think the current sitting MCA has done something good?
And not really, not really. Honestly, you know, if you've done something as a leader, we should be able to point, we should be able to see, and that's why I'm saying I want to offer leadership that, you know, change that we can see, change people that we can point and say, surely there is something that is there. The reason why people are vying in Sarang'ombe is because there is, if yes, there is a big gap, and if the gap was not there, I don't think there would be anyone out there going for that seat, because if something is working, you don't have to fix it. But if it is not
already working, then
you fix it. So I don't think he's really, he's not done anything apart from the road that he's talking about. And honestly, we know where that where the road came from. Of course, it's with the NMS, and it was actually brought about by the handshake. Yes, and remember during that time, him being there, he also these are things that they were actually fighting, because the governor, when the governor, of course, instead of him doing those things, he ended up collaborating with him. So we know the NMS brought about that the road, and honestly, even if I was to ask the Honorable for Sarang'ombe if the road that is claiming to have been part and parcel of his agenda, if I was to pose a question to him today and his people, asking him to ask if he really knows the cost of that road per kilometer, I don't know whether I will be having the answer
figures,
or the figures.
Mm-hmm.
So we know how that road ended up.
You do know the cost?
How the road ended up to be there. So he should tell us, because he's the one
in charge.
Yes. Yes. So there's a big gap, and that's why we are just
coming in to fix,
so that we can fix that gap. Yes.
I hear many people say, especially at the Kamkunji grounds, that Sarang'ombe is a tough battleground and a stronghold for ODM and all this, that should not be left for a woman. What would you, that it's also associated with some form of violence and rogueness. What's your take on that? And do you think you can handle these minds?
Yes, of course, and that's why, if you know, I believe in myself. I believe that I have what it takes to lead Sarang'ombe. Honestly, if they're saying it's not a place for the women, then they are wrong, because we've voted in men in Sarang'ombe. Let's talk of the past 20 years. And my question would be, what have they done? Because if they are looking at their strength and how big their chests are, then the question would be, have they used their chest to bring change in Sarang'ombe? Nothing. Have they used their strength to bring change in Sarang'ombe? There is no change for them. So we've tried the men the leadership of the men in SARANG'OMBE, and we've realized it's not working. So they should not, yes, they should now not say that a woman cannot. For me to come out, you know, vying is not easy.
Yeah.
It is not easy.
Need some guts.
Yes,
and bravery.
By the time I am coming out, I've already scanned the area and I've realized that I am the antidote that SARANG'OMBE needs. And so Steve, I know.
Did you hear that? She's the antidote. That
yes, that SARANG'OMBE needs, because honestly, it's not about the muscles. And even this time round, I think if there is a time that a woman should take over SARANG'OMBE, is this time round.
Okay. Why?
Because we are going to have Baba as the president, and so we are not going to have the mandamanos.
Yeah.
Yeah. And those mandamanos are the ones that they think women cannot. So this is the right time for Vallary Kenyanito to take over SARANG'OMBE and to offer that kind of leadership. And honestly, people who are saying women cannot lead, look at your family.
Yes.
A family without a woman is a dead home, is a dead family. I mean, and all the men there who are saying that a woman cannot lead SARANG'OMBE, they were actually born with women. Yes, they were born with women. And yes, SARANG'OMBE is a tough place, and it needs, who told them that Vallary Kenyanito is not tough? They should not look at the outward appearance, but I believe I have what it takes, and I will lead SARANG'OMBE to a better, I will lead SARANG'OMBE in a better way that will bring about the change that they are yearning for.
True.
So this time round we are saying they should try a woman in SARANG'OMBE, then we compare with the other times that the men have led. Yes, and back there we used, there was Odiso that they still talk about. And then, you know, she would she was having a very vast area. Yes, and she did so well. People are talking about her to date. It's simply because of the way she led. Yes. So I believe I am also strong. Actually, that is the part I want. I would have vied in any other place. I would have vied in Kisumu. You want that tough ground. Yes, I would have gone anywhere else, but that tough part is where I want, so that we can show them that women can lead. Yes. That tough part is where I want. Yes.
And Bob, of course, is a supporter of women leadership. Now, back to women. A lot of, I hear people saying that women don't support their fellow women. How is it for you? Do you feel like women, even in 2017, voted you like you expected, or there was some ish?
Yes, you know, yeah, people say that women are their own enemies, but I think it's the way you talk to them. In 2017, the people who voted me in were the women. Most of them were the women. And even this time round, the way I interact with them, I know they will vote me in. Yes. Apart maybe from few women who would think, like, you know, sometimes you get those questions, hey, when we put you into power, you will take over our husbands. You know, those are things. In politics, you will hear so many things. Sometimes
like they say that, seriously.
And you will hear some of them say, maybe, of course, they may have those kind of fears, but you just have to talk to them. But not even apart from that, women, I believe, when we talk to them, they are great supporters. Yeah. Most of my supporters are women. Yes, and they're cheering me on. They're saying, go, go, go. We want to see change.
So it's not true that it's not good to generalize and say that women are the enemies of their fellow women.
No, 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 let's not generalize. I believe it's the way you talk to them. Yes. Yeah.
If a female president was vying, do you think women would vote her overwhelmingly?
Why not? Why not? It's just that at the moment the time is not right. But I believe that a woman can be the president. And if the woman is there, she will get votes. Why not? Yes.
Right. Who do you want to be the Kibra MP and governor for that matter? You are the MCA elect. Who do you want to see as your MP?
Really?
And governor?
I don't know. You know, Josh, I only have one vote. So even if I was to mention that I want this MP to take over, my one vote cannot help. So I'm leaving it for the people of Kibra I'm leaving it for the people of Kibra to decide. But I know what the Kiberans want. they want good leadership. Yes,
Okay.
they want a leader who is approachable.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want a leader who they can interact with.
Yeah.
Yes, and of course they have other reasons why they want to vote in the leader that they will vote in.
Okay.
Yes, so for me, I only have one vote.
Yeah.
Yes, and when the time is right, I know where I'll place it. I'm still scanning around to see.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you are still undecided. Okay, that's good. So what's your role at Spurgeon and the church for that matter?
Oh, the church?
Yes. Are you a pastor, assistant pastor?
Not really, not
Wow.
really. My husband is a pastor,
Yeah.
and so most people, of course, believe when you're a pastor's wife, you
Yeah.
automatically become a pastor.
Okay.
But I know I am a woman of God. I can minister. I can do that. Yes.
Yeah.
Let me just say yes. I'm a pastor.
By default.
Let me say that. Yes. So in the church,
Yeah.
the role that I play in the church, a pastor's wife.
Okay.
Yes, let's leave it at
Pastor's
that.
wife,
Yes,
okay.
and then apart from that, I'm also a theologian by profession.
Ah,
Yes,
Okay.
so I ensure that, of course,
spiritual
we
nourishment.
ensure that the pastors
Yeah.
get the right form of education to
Ah, okay.
help them there. Yes,
Wow.
yeah.
What do you do during your free time? What do you love doing?
My free time, spending time with my children.
Okay.
Yes, spending time with my children. Maybe playing some games, sometimes playing a little football.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
with my son who loves football.
Yeah.
Yes,
You play football with your son or the game? The real football?
real football and sometimes just games, you know, those table games we can do, the indoor games.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes just playing out there a little bit with them.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Wow. Do you have any regrets, form of regrets in life? Something you remember and say, this one I really regret?
I think maybe it would be on football. Huh? I really loved playing soccer, and I was a good soccer player.
Yeah. Back
Yes.
in high school or?
Primary,
Okay.
you know, those days when you play from the divisional, you're chosen up to the national
district, to
level.
the
Yeah, I would be in those places, you know.
Wow. Playing number?
7.
Okay.
Yes.
7.
Wing.
Wing.
Yes.
Cross. Sharp. Vallary.
So I
Okay.
think what I regret is I think during those times when I was in class 7, yes, I was scouted to be part of the team that was going to Norway. Initially, when the Norway team would take people to
Yeah.
ladies to Norway, and then you know my parents said no, football is not for girls. You know,
Yeah.
football will not take you anywhere. Then after that, I think I also played in the league, Macolanders.
Okay.
You've heard of the team?
So you didn't get to go to Norway?
No, I
Because
didn't
your
go.
parents refused?
I didn't go, yes. They thought, you know, during those days,
Yeah.
Playing football, you know, mentioning things to do with games
Yeah.
are not taken so seriously.
Yeah.
Nowadays, if you have a child who is good in sports,
Yeah.
you actually encourage them.
Encourage them and
Because
let
you know
them
there
be.
is something good ahead of it. So sometimes I always feel like, maybe by now I would be playing, but I said no. God actually knows.
Had a plan for you.
Yes, God had a different plan for me.
Yeah.
Yes, maybe if I had gone to Norway to play football, I wouldn't have met my wonderful husband,
Yeah.
wouldn't have this wonderful family.
Yes.
So God actually knows the plans that He has for each and every person.
Okay.
Yes, and that's why I'm really looking forward to help the youth tap their talents so that they don't have regrets in the future.
Okay.
Yep.
Steve, do we have anyone commenting or saying anything from YouTube so that we can have Val respond to them? All right, Stephen Oyagi, watching from Olympic. He has just joined the show after a while. Ask, Will she work for the community, or she will join the current politicians that only work mostly with a lot of discriminations and favor their own that are in their inner circle? If you get elected, will you work with the community, or you join the bandwagon of other politicians?
Of course, that's why I'm going for the seat for SARANG'OMBE, because I mentioned earlier there are gaps that we really need to fill.
Yeah.
Once you are elected, you become the leader you become everybody's leader. It doesn't matter where their tribe, it doesn't matter, you know, their background, you know, it doesn't matter their status in the community. You now become the leader for all. For all. So I will not discriminate, because those are the things we are trying to put out of SARANG'OMBE.
Okay.
Yes.
There is some discrimination as at now.
Of course, for him to talk about it,
he knows.
He knows.
And
he cannot talk about something that is not there.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Stephen Oyagi, for asking that question. Stay locked. And if anyone else has any other question or comment, please don't forget to type them under our comment section on YouTube, and we'll be able to read them later on. Back on football, which teams do you support? Do you follow Kibera football or Kibra football?
Just a little.
Okay.
I know. Yes, just a little.
Yeah.
Yes, honestly, not so much. I used to really follow football, you know. I had time for that. But it's like, it's actually dying down in terms of time and that. I support Manchester United.
You're a Manchester United fan.
I really love that team.
Yeah.
Yes.
Steve is smiling. Okay.
Yes.
And in Kenya?
And of course, our own Harambee Stars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kenya Premier League.
Kenya Premier League. I love the Batoto wa Mungu and Gor.
Oh, Watoto wa Mungu ndio gani?
Watoto wa Mungu. Batoto wa Mungu.
Sopapaka. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, and Gor Mahia.
Gor Mahia. Of course, you have to support your own. Yeah, most of the people focus on Manchester, Arsenal, you know, the European leagues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they forget about our
own down here.
Yes.
So apart from Spurgeon, what else do you do? Or is that your full-time kind of commitment?
No, I've told you, part-time I do, I teach.
Oh, you
in
teach?
A seminary, yeah.
You are a teacher in a seminary?
That's what I'm telling you, I'm a theologian.
Yeah, you're a theologian.
Yes, so part-time I teach.
Okay.
Yes, masters.
Wow.
In a seminary, yes.
Okay. That's nice. So, do you have any best moments or worst moments in life? I know you talked about the regret of not going to Norway, but any best moments?
Yes, best moments are there.
Yeah.
Best moments are there, you know, those family moments. My best moments, yes, I have, my best moments would be the family moments I had with my family, that is my parents' side. And then, of course, my wedding day.
Oh, that
yes,
must
and just
obviously be a most memorable one.
Yes, and you know, having that first born, second born. Yeah, there are so many, just to mention but a few.
Okay.
Yes.
In politics, people tend to believe that you need to have money to join politics. What is the case like for you? Do you have enough money?
Money can never be enough.
Yeah.
Honestly, you don't really need to have money to join politics. You just need to talk to the people. Though the way politics plays in Kenya, people always think about money.
Yeah.
You call for a meeting, you'd even call executives for a meeting, and at the end of the day, you expect them to fund your campaign, but they're saying, how are we living from this place, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you dealing with that?
Kidogo.
Yeah.
So really, even if you don't have money, like when I started and even now, I can't say that I'm really loaded. Not really, but it's just the vision that is in me that keeps pushing me.
Yeah.
Yes. So
just a little for your posters and stuff.
yes, just a
facilitate.
little for my posters and you know, support from friends, support from the family.
Yeah.
Yes, and honestly, you know, there are those people who plan and say, I will put this money aside for politics.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I haven't done that even last time. Yes, and I also decided never to take a loan to come and
For politics.
make people happy as you politic around. But just the small amount that you have, you can actually talk to people, you know. Just talk to people. Yes, I think our people, I'm looking for a day that politicians come out and ask people for votes without people expecting anything. Because once you give out the money, you will hear most of the politicians say, nilimalizana na nyinyi. Nilishamalizana na nyinyi. Some of them say that.
Okay.
Yeah, so money is not key, but looking at it on the other side, you also need money to do politics, at least. Those things that you're mentioning, the posters,
Okay. Where do you live?
I live in Olympic.
Olympic?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
In Kibra?
SARANG'OMBE, to be precise.
For that matter?
Yes.
Okay. So is there anything else that perhaps I've not asked you, but you'd like to share with the people? Yeah.
Yes, I would love to tell the people of SARANG'OMBE that the time for change is now. As Baba goes to State House, I kindly urge the people of SARANG'OMBE to elect me as their MCA for this year, for the next 5 years, so that we can bring the change that you've been yearning for, change that you want to see, and change that you can be part of. I know I am the agent of change that SARANG'OMBE needs at this time, and I promise that we will bring about empowerments and we'll fill the gaps that I've talked about that have not been there for quite a long time. So I say mabadiliko tunaweza, na mabadiliko tunaweza na Vallary Kenyanito. Mama ni mmoja tu pale SARANG'OMBE anawania. Kwa hivyo ninaomba kura zenyu. Na mnipatie support. Ninaomba on the day of nomination on 20th next week, a week from now, come out in large numbers and nominate me to be the next MCA for SARANG'OMBE.
Okay.
Yes.
And to the party, in regards to the nomination, what message do you have for them? Sometimes people complain about the party nominations. Yes,
the message that I would send across to our party is just to ensure that we have the nominations so that the people can decide on whom they want to elect. Yes, which I know, of course, we've been promised that we'll be having, we have the date already. So we hope that it shall be well and it will be done in an organized manner. Yes.
And a free and fair manner.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Steve, is there anything else? No. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this, for staying locked. It has been nice having you. This is Sisi Mtani with Josh, Kibera News Network. Till we meet again next week with a new guest. Bye-bye, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much for hosting me, Josh.
Asante.
Asante.